Hey, set your mind right now. Nothing before this matters. We came here with everything still on the line. Everything you wanted in the offseason is still out in front of us. What would you give for that moment right now? Let's go, man.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Yo, what is good, Raider Nation? Is your boy Raider Alex. I am back with yet another video for you guys. The NFL draft is right around the corner, so what a perfect time to release my mock draft for the Las Vegas Raiders. That being said, anybody that's new to the channel and you guys love Raiders related content like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That being said, let's jump right into my mock draft. Now, in this mock draft, I'm not going to be doing any trades, even though I am a big fan of potentially trading back in this year's draft. So I might make another one with trades. But yeah, no trades in this mock draft. But with that being said, let's jump right into it. In the third round, at pick 86, I have the Las Vegas Raiders selecting linebacker Brian Asamoah out of Oklahoma, 6 foot, 225 pounds. Overall, I think he's a great talent in the third round. I think his skill sets can definitely translate to the NFL. Overall, I think this is a good linebacker that is a strong tackler and provides good support on pass coverage. Adding a guy like Brian Asamoah, I think would really just help solidify our linebacker core. You draft Asamoah, you still got a young linebacker who's still going to develop in Divine Diablo. We still got Denzel Perryman, a thumper, for another year. Possibly Jonathan Abrams getting some snaps at weak side linebacker. Also, I would not be shocked if we signed a veteran linebacker like Kyle Van Noy. But like I said, if you draft a guy like Brian Asamoah in the third round, I think it really helps solidify this linebacker group for this team. Now, in the fourth round at pick 126, I have the Las Vegas Raiders addressing the offensive line. I have us selecting Marquise Hayes, guard out of Oklahoma. This guy is 6'5", 320 pounds. You know, he's a big lineman with an ideal frame for an NFL guard in the National Football League. One of the main reasons I drafted this guy is his strength is in pass blocking, and overall I think, you know, we're going to be adding some help to the offensive line, and he is one of the best in terms of pass blocking in this year's draft. I think you draft a guy like this and he will immediately compete with Jonathan Simpson and Alex Leatherwood for those guard positions. If he can't win the starting job, you know, I think he will be great depth for this team if one of those two were to get injured. Ultimately, you let this guy develop under Carmen Brasillo for a year or two, and you could really have a starting caliber NFL guard for years to come with this pick. Now, in the fifth round at pick 164, I have the Las Vegas Raiders selecting Noah Ellis, defensive tackle out of Idaho. This is another big body guy, 6'4", 345 pounds, very good frame for a defensive tackle. And overall, like I said, I'm going to be adding to the interior of this defensive line, which I think is still a need for this team. Overall, I think this is pretty good value in the fifth round, a guy like Noah Ellis. One of the biggest positives with Noah Ellis is his size and strength, and I think overall that he will for sure be a pretty solid defensive tackle against the run. He definitely needs to develop his ability to rush the passer, also to push the pocket up the middle. Like I said, he has to develop that for sure. But, you know, at round 5, I think this is a really good value for a defensive tackle, especially considering the fact that the top defensive tackles, the Jordan Davises of the world, the Devontae Wyatts of the world, the Perion Winfreys, they're going to be gone in those first 2 rounds. In the later rounds, at pick 5, I have us selecting Noah Ellis. Now, in the 5th round, we have 2 back-to-back picks, so it'll be very crucial that we hit on these back-to-back picks. So now at pick 165, I have the Las Vegas Raiders selecting Kalon Barnes out of Baylor. He is 5'11", 180 pounds, and the Raiders have visited with this guy before. He was a top 30 visit from the Las Vegas Raiders. Basically, the best attribute about Kalon Barnes is his speed. He's a speedy cornerback, and I think that's what we really are targeting at cornerback and at wide receiver. We're looking to add speed on this team. Like I said, he's got at the combine, he ran a 4.23 40-yard dash. That is elite speed. It's very hard to teach speed for an athlete, and basically speed is definitely his best trait right now. He's definitely gonna need to be developed into a solid cornerback for this team. But I think if you look at the track record of New England and Dave Ziegler when he was over there, you know, they've done a pretty good job of selecting late round cornerbacks with potential, helping them develop into a solid cornerback. You know, one solid example is JC Jackson. I believe he was undrafted or a 7th round pick. I can't remember off the top of my head, but anyways, now look at him. He got a contract from the Los Angeles Chargers for about $20 million per year. So definitely have a track record of being able to develop late round cornerbacks. So I think taking Kalon Barnes as the 5th round pick would be a good option for us. But overall, even if we don't select Kalon Barnes specifically, I think for sure in this year's draft we are going to be picking a cornerback or two in this year's draft, especially when you look at the position. There's a lot of guys that are only they're only under contract for 1 more year. You look at Trayvon Mullins on his last year on his rookie deal. Rocketson's in the same boat as him. Anthony Averett was only signed for a 1-year contract. Same with Darius Phillips. So we got a lot of cornerbacks that we're gonna have to be making a decision on next year. So I definitely see us getting younger at this position and drafting a cornerback. Now, with the last pick in the 7th round at pick 225, I basically in these later rounds, especially in the 7th round, I'm really just looking for potential. I'm looking for a guy that's got good physical traits and who's got potential to be, you know, a contributor to this team. So with all that being said, I had the Las Vegas Raiders selecting safety Bubba Bolden out of Miami. Basically all my mock drafts, he's almost always been there in the 7th round, so he's fallen off boards. If he is there in the 7th round, I would not mind taking a flyer on safety Bubba Bolden. He's 6'2", 210 pounds. That's a pretty ideal frame for a safety. I think this guy has a lot of athleticism. He's also got the potential to be a very versatile safety if he can develop some pass coverage skills. But overall, I mainly see him as a more downhill safety that can, you know, provide good run support at the strong safety position, to pair him up with Trayvon Merrick. So, and also we still have Tyree Gillespie, so you know those two guys can definitely battle it out for years to come. But I think with Bubba Bolden, if we did draft a guy like that, like I said, he's a flyer. You're trying to see if he can, you know, get some potential out of him to be a starter on this team, a real contributor on this team. I think for sure he would contribute in terms of special teams. The thing with Bubba Bolden that does concern me, he's already had 2 season-ending injuries in college, so hopefully this isn't a trend for him, especially in the National Football League. You're going to have to learn how to stay healthy if you want to develop your career. But as I said, in the 7th round, I'm really just looking for potential, and in the 7th round, if Bubba Bolden is there, I'm definitely taking a flyer on him. But yeah, Raider Nation, that is my mock draft for this year for the Las Vegas Raiders. It'll be interesting to see what we do if we trade up, if we trade down. Me personally, I would love to see us trade down, just because I feel like there's still, even in this mock draft, I think I did pretty solid, but you know, for example, I still wasn't able to address the right tackle position. So if we can accumulate more picks, that would be ideal. Also, we got to look into it. There's going to be quite a few undrafted free agents that we're going to pick up. So we can definitely address some positions in need with the undrafted free agents, and hopefully they pan out to be something. But yeah, Raider, let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of this mock draft that I did. Grade the picks for me. Let me know what picks you liked, what you didn't like. Let me know in the comments down below, as I said. But with that being said, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys in today's video. With that being said, anybody that is new to the channel and you guys love Raiders related content like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.